Shalom, shalom. This is the brother Amawal coming at you with a lesson in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors goes to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect, and blessings upon the 1/3, or let's say the remnant of our people, men, women, and children destined for salvation also. So yeah, man, just wanted to do a little lesson on this, brief lesson. Lord, wouldn't it be edifying? So this is the people's voice. So this is apparently it's fact checked as well. Whoever done that, but this is an independent. It's not mainstream media. So, you tend to find more of what's really going on when you stay clear of the mainstream media. Anyway, it says Trilateral Commission declares 2023 year one of the New World Order. And to be honest, it's not really, because they've already been establishing it. It's just that they expect their plans to start formulating, in depth, I suppose, from this year. And the Trilateral Commission, there's plenty of different commissions and organizations that are involved in this New World Order, man. All right. So it says the year 2023 is officially year one of the New World Order, according to the Trilateral Commission, the globalist organization that was founded by David Rockefeller, who, he's perished, man. He's in a spirit realm right now, so he's not gonna be around to see them, begin this, man. Which shows you how deep their heart is when it comes to their formulating their plan, because they've been planning this for years, man. This plan has been handed down. This scam, this scheme, this conspiracy has been handed down from generation to generation, man. So if you want to look at it in a historical fact, 1776, man, will probably be on that. Adam Weishaupt, man, if you've not read the history about that, just look up that name. I want to go deep into that. So it says the Trilateral Commission, which held its annual meeting in New Delhi, India this year, is a secretive globalist organization that seeks to coordinate ties between the US, Europe, and Asia. And it's just like the Bilderberg Group. That's just, like I said, there's plenty of these organizations and meetings that these people have to plan your future, man. Says the speaker, who cannot be identified according to the commission rules, went on 3 decades of globalization, defined as integrated free market based and deflationary, has been replaced by what will be a multi-decade period of globalization defined as fragmented, not free market based, but industrial, policy based, and structurally inflationary. This year, 2023, is year one of this new global order. So they're looking to they're looking for a technocratic society, man. This is going to be the fourth industrial revolution, where basically machines, autonomous machines, doing majority of the work, and these people, will be literally controlling you through their digital currency, man. If you didn't know, the UK is currently about to test universal basic income, man, which is another part of their New World Order, man. Because once they get that digital currency out there, and they control, once they control the economy in that sense, digitally, where you don't have any tangible cash, then they got you in a trap, man. And then obviously we know that the chip comes into play. That's not to say that the digital currency, the CBDC. That's not to say that that is, the MOTB. No one's saying that. That's just a precursor to it. So let's read on. Created by Klaus Schwab's mentor, David Rockefeller. Klaus Schwab is the head of the WEF, man, the World Economic Forum. Right, he's the one that's making all these rules and regulations concerning, C-19 and vaccines and all of that stuff. He's talking in code as usual, but he's the one behind all of that, along with Bill Gates and everybody else, man. These elites. So it says, created by Klaus Schwab's mentor, David Rockefeller, in 1973, the commission sought to bring the rising economy of Japan firmly into the West. Anyway, I just want to stick to the point. So U.S. President Joe Biden has also announced the arrival of the New World Order in 2023. To pay close attention to his voice, or to his choice of words, Biden delivered a very subtle or subtly altered version of the Illuminati's creed, out of chaos comes order, before he finally came out and said it. So let's listen to this.
This trick to power your home for pennies has made energy companies furious. This simple trick could save Brits thousands in electric...
Joe Biden couldn't have made it clearer in a disturbing speech that was completely suppressed by the mainstream media this week. The US election for president of the United States is rigged. The establishment have selected their president, and by hook or by crook, he will be re-elected. The Democrats are not interested in democracy. They are interested in communism. And that means power consolidation at the most central of all levels. They have shamelessly rigged the primary election against insurgent candidate Robert F. Kennedy.
Yeah, so I just want to say, man, these especially these Edomites in America, and just the general population of Babylon, always want to talk about the left and the right, the Republicans and the Democrats. It doesn't matter which one of them is in rulership, man. Just the same way in the UK, it doesn't matter whether it's Labour or Conservative, man. The goal is the same, because the rulers of these said political parties, man, they have rulers, man, over them. And that's what they say goes, man. It doesn't matter what any politician stands up and tells you, man. The words aren't his. They belong to someone above him or her.
F. Kennedy Jr., they have rigged the mainstream media. And by weaponizing the justice system, they have rigged the presidential election against the most popular candidate by far, President Trump. And now Biden has come out and admitted their master plan in a disturbing speech, completely covered up and censored by the mainstream media. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join the People's Voice Locals community for exclusive and uncensored news and views, and to support the channel. According to Joe Biden, we are now at an inflection point of the kind that only comes along every few generations. Pay close attention to his choice of words here. Biden has delivered a very subtly altered version of the Illuminati's creed, out of chaos comes order, before he finally comes right out and says it. The New World Order is here.
I think, my mother had an expression, out of everything terrible, something good will come if you look hard enough for it. I think this presents us with some significant opportunities to make some real changes. We are at an inflection point, I believe, in the world economy. Not just the world economy, in the world. It occurs every 3 or 4 generations. As one of the top military people said to me in a secure meeting the other day, 60 million people died between 1900 and 1946. And since then, we established a liberal world order, and that hadn't happened in a long while. A lot of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. And now is a time when things are shifting. There's going to be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it.
Chalk this one up as yet another vindication for so-called...
So, there you have it, man, out of the mouth of the, the wicked themselves, man. So, I'm just going to get a couple of scriptures anyway, man. So, nothing too quick, man. But yeah, look, Apostle Tahar said that, it's a matter of months, and, when he said that, he wasn't saying, he said it could be 6 months, it could be 12 months, it could be 18 months, it could be 24 months, it could be 36 months, man. But we're at the beginning of it, and if you're in tune with the scriptures and with what's going on in the world, man, you can see it coming. All right, you can see it coming. The rest of the world can't. They can't see it. Daniel 7, I'm just going to get to the point. It says, 19 says, then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse. So this is Daniel basically breaking down the vision. But it says, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured, brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. I beheld the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. So, we have the controlling factor of this new world order, which is made up of the NATO and EU, man. This is where you get the 7 heads and the 10 horns, man. Right? And remember, the horns represent power. So it says, I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them, until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given unto the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth. Now this is the point. And shall tread it down and break it in pieces, right? Because this new world order is exactly what it says. It's control of the population, and of the governments, and of the money, and even the religions of the world, man. It's global dominance, all right. A new order, meaning what? A new way of life, and not a good one, not for the general population. Right? They want to they want to rule with an iron fist, man. They want to have everyone controlled. They want to lower the population and control every aspect of your life, man. But the beauty of it is that they're going to try, but they will fail. They will fail, because it's not part of the Lord's plan for them to achieve this new world order, man. It says, verse 25, it says, he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. Because he's blasphemous towards the Heavenly Father, man. And he's worn out the saints, man. He's worn out the children of Israel, and even more so the elect, because we know we've swallowed the roll, man. So we know. So it's more sorrowful for us when this man's in charge, man. Because the rest of the nation of Israel don't give a shit. They're happy dwelling at the foot of Esau and his kingdom, man. But we can't wait for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to deal with this and to take them out of the power seat, man. It says, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until the time and times and the dividing of time. Right, so there's a certain time they're going to be able to do this for. The bounds that the Lord has appointed, the bounds that they can't pass, man. So they've only got a certain amount of time left. That's why Revelation 12 talks about the devil coming down with great wrath, because we have but a short time, man. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it unto the end. Meaning what? It's not going to be established, man. and the kingdom. And if only he knew this, man. But it's going to be great because we're going to watch him try it, and then we're going to watch it be torn down, man. So it says, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominion shall serve and obey him. Right? So Esau's kingdom has been very short-lived, man, but we're about to have an everlasting one, man. Right? So, as bleak as things may seem, man, we should be joyous, man. Psalms 2:1, it says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord, saying, against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. Right? So they're plotting a scheme and thinking they're going to rule this earth, man. They're basically, because remember we just read that the kingdom belongs to the elect and basically the saints, man, the Israel, right? And they're trying to usurp that. They're trying to block prophecy. They're trying to block the will of the Most High. They're trying to block Israel from the kingdom, man. But it says, he that sitteth in the heavens, this is verse 4, shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. And that's going to be with the Yahweh coming back, and those nukes, man. World War III. Right? It says, yet I have set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. The Lord Yahweh hath said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. And that's what they want to do to us. But it's going to be flipped on its head. You know? Uh, 2 Corinthians 4, starting from the top, it says, therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not. Yeah, so we're not fearing what's to come. And as I said previously, man, you got people out here, supposed Christians and people in the world that know about this new world order, and they're shit scared of it, man. They want to try and fight against it. If you understand, it's not for you to fight against it. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to do the fighting, man. Now, we just got to fall back and do what we got to do in this, in this, in this faith, man. It says, but I have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of Yahweh deceitfully, but by manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of the Most High. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, right? In whom the power of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them. Right? So, and I read that to say this because coming into this truth, man, the first thing I learned before I even learned this truth was of the wicked elites and the Illuminati, So that was like the pathway into enlightenment about the truth, man. And there's plenty of people out there that still don't get what's going on. You talk about these things and they think you're a conspiracy crackpot, and there's no such thing as an Illuminati, and people aren't plotting and scheming behind the scenes. How ridiculous of you to think that, yet you'll go and watch a movie with said plots and you'll find that believable, but in the real world you won't believe that would be happening. people in that conspiracy theory realm always talk about people waking up. Listen, not everyone's gonna wake up, man. The majority of people aren't gonna wake up. And wake up to what? The only thing to wake up to is this truth that we teach, man. You know, through the Spirit, man. It's gospel, man. That's the only thing. You going out there and teaching people about the New World Order really and truly is not gonna, save them. Knowing about it, it's knowledge, of course. I'm not saying you shouldn't be knowledgeable about such things, but those guys out there that are coming in this conspiracy theory, to them it's a buzz. They get buzzed thinking about this thing, going down the rabbit hole. It's a buzz to them. But ultimately for us, there's an end game. And it's the downfall of the wicked, man. And the uprising of Israel in a righteous kingdom, man. In the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Ephesians 6:10 says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." That word devil means deceiver, man. That's talking about the so-called white man, Esau, the Edomites, man. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places," man. There's no one higher on earth than these elites, these owners of these banks and corporations. They own everyone. They own you, man. Yeah. So it says, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand in the evil days, and having done all to stand." So, doing the work and having the truth, the wisdom and knowledge being the stability of our time, man. It says, "Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith." And it says above all, man. That's telling you how important faith is in this thing of ours, man. "Wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High." I'll read this last piece here, man. "Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints." Alright? So yeah, man. They can announce a new world order all day long, man. Doesn't really, they've been saying that all this time anyway, man. They've been announcing it for decades, man. All these presidents and elitists and prime ministers and whatever. But their plan is gonna fall, man. Anyway, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm gonna close out now. I'm gonna finish by giving all praise and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kahakodash. And with that, I'll say Shalom.